Hey, everybody. It's my pleasure to call to order the meeting of the Tiburon Town Council for December 3rd. Lee, could you please call the roll?
Councilmember Fredericks.
Here.
Councilmember Nick Farr.
Present.
Councilmember Ryan is absent. Vice Mayor Wellner
Here.
and Mayor Thier.
Here. Okay, our first order of business is going to be, is there any public comment for items not on the agenda?
Seeing none online.
Anyone in the room that would like to speak about a matter not on the agenda? I'm not seeing anyone come up. Okay, so we are now going to move to the consent calendar. And there's an item that we are pulling off.
Yes, Madam Mayor, thank you. I'd like to pull consent item number 3, please.
Okay, is there anyone else who would like to pull a consent item or any public comment?
I need to make a announcement on the town manager agreement item like I did last time. Under the pursuant to Government Code Section 54953C3, this oral report highlights a summary of the proposed edit to the town manager's agreement. As the staff report details, the agreement is identical to the approved one on October 15th, with the exception that our town manager's current salary was not stated and is now stated. That concludes the report.
Okay, thank you so much. Anything else that anyone would like to pull? Okay, and I do not see any public comment in the room. Is there any online?
Seeing none.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the consent calendar?
Do we need to pull it first?
It was already pulled.
Oh, okay.
We're going to approve the consent calendar items CC1, CC2, and CC4.
I'll move it.
Second.
Okay, let's have the vote.
Councilmember Fredericks.
Yes.
Councilmember Nick Farr.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent. Vice Mayor Wellner
Yes.
and Mayor Thier.
Yes. Okay, we are now moving to consent item 3, and I will ask our town manager to discuss the modifications so that we may vote on it.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Very briefly, the staff report and item as written included 4 separate recommendations. I'm asking council to approve 4 separate budget amendments. The first recommendation is no longer necessary, as we learned today that we will be unable to produce and ship the carpeting that would be required to complete the project over the holiday furlough. So that item is no longer necessary. So we're respectfully asking the council to consider recommendations 2 through 4.
So are you doing without carpeting? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I would like to have someone make the motion for consent item 3.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
As modified.
and any public comment?
Seeing none.
Okay, then we have a motion. There's a second. Let's call the roll.
Councilmember Fredericks.
Yes.
Councilmember Nick Farr.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent. Vice Mayor Wellner
Yes.
and Mayor Thier.
Yes. Okay, and now we are moving to the action items. Building permit extension is, municipal code amendments, public hearing 1. Is there any public comment on this?
Seeing none.
Okay, let's have a staff report.
Okay, well, thank you, Mayor Thier and members of the City Council. I'm really not going to present a staff report of any length on this. It is an item that is a update to the building code, including the green building, Cal Green, and the energy code. This came before the council on November 19th for first reading. It was approved, waived first reading and approved. And so it's really here before you for second reading and adoption. The state law requires that we hold a public hearing. So we have properly posted. The clerk did properly post the ordinance amendment. And we're simply here to hold public hearing and recommend that you waive second reading and adopt ordinance as provided.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any questions for staff? Seeing none. I would like to, is there any discussion by council members? Okay, I would like to make a motion to adopt the ordinance by reference and with modifications to the latest state authorized construction and fire codes, and to ratify the Southern Marin Fire Districts and Tiburon Fire Protection Districts adoption of the fire codes.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Fredericks, Councilmember Nick Farr,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent, Vice Mayor Wellner,
Yes.
and Mayor Thier.
Yes. Okay, now we're moving to the action item, the building permit extension. And I will take some public comment, if there is any.
We can make our
Do
presentation.
you want to do the staff report first? Okay, we'll do the staff report first, then public comment.
Okay. Thank you. This is a permit extension request. It's a fourth request which goes to the council. And if you can do next slide. This is at 4916 Ranch Road. The building permit was issued in January 3rd of 2023. It is a pretty significant project, demolition and construction of a new multi-story residence on the downhill side of Paradise Drive along the waterfront. This the most recent extension of the permit will expire on January 3rd of 2026 and will not be ready for final inspection at that time. So it is here before the council, is according to the town code, for a third, fourth? Fourth extension. And it's be a 6-month extension. And the applicant is asking that you consider both the extension and reduction or waiver of fees, largely on the basis that the construction schedule was delayed due to rainfalls in the last two winter periods. Next slide, please. So this slide just really outlines how the expiration process works. Initially, there's an 18-month period. You can get another 6-month extension free of charge at the discretion of the building official. An additional second extension can be done for 6 months based on the original permit fee. A third extension is 3 times the original permit fee, and a fourth extension is required to be heard by the council at a payment of 5 times the permit fee. The code does give the council discretion to reduce or waive additional permit fees. Next slide. As noted, they've exhausted all 3 extensions. The 5 times the permit fee would be a fee or penalty of $87,935. We note the bulk of the construction work close-in has been done. The building is fairly well sealed for winter conditions, but there is remaining a lot of interior work to be done and some exterior finish work. And it is, the timeline provided by the applicant indicates they can get the work done by July 30th, but it will be likely that full amount of time. Next slide, please. So I've quoted the applicants here. You've had the materials before you. Primary request for the waiver is significant water during the rainy months of 2023 and 2024 that caused slowdowns in the construction. They have indicated they're working with a new contractor and skilled crew and would like to assure that they will get completed in the next 6 months. Next slide, please. And so with that, the council has discretion to reduce or waive fees, has considered several permit extension requests during the past couple of years, typically directed staff to impose full fee and prorate the fee amount, that is to refund a portion if the project is finalized prior to the 6-month deadline. This helps incentivize timely completion of the permit. Next slide. And so with that, are there any questions of staff? I do have The building official, Doug Haight, is here. If you have any questions regarding the specifics of the project or permit. And by the way, that is an older picture that's a Google photo from 2024. I believe the project is a little further along than shown there.
Okay, do we have any questions?
So does staff have a specific recommendation in this case? Of what we should be, what you'd recommend that the council do?
Well, we always recommend essentially imposition of the fee with the incentive to prorate any fee back within the 6-month period. If the project is completed, say it's completed within 3 months, then half of that fee would get returned to the applicant.
Thank you.
And I would note with the timeline and the work to be done, that may be a challenging situation. In many cases, we have projects much closer to completion than this one, but the applicant can speak to that.
Wait, any more questions? Okay, great. I will now take public comment.
My public.
Well, you can speak.
Yeah. So I want to tell, I know that in most cases, the town council has always asked people to just prorate they charge a fee for the full 5-month, for the full 6-month permit, and then prorate it if they finish early. We are not going to finish early. And as staff has said, we're hoping to finish by July 4th next year. But the reason this is different, and I want to say there have been times that the town council have said when there are situations beyond the applicant's control, for example, when there were delays in getting a permit inspection, the town council has actually refunded that section of the fee. And so when there's times that have been beyond the applicant's control, that's a time that the town council has given fee waivers. And I want to say that I want to show you the ARC headline from the day we got our permit: Storm wallops Tiburon Peninsula. Do you remember that bomb cyclone when all the trees fell down?
Yep.
That's the day we got our permit. And the ARC provided these photos of what Tiburon looked like the day out. This is the July 5th photo of what Tiburon looked like. And I have photos of our property.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's what happened to Tiburon the day we got our permit. And I was actually saying to Doug, if I'd known what was going to happen the next 6 months of solid rain where California declared a disaster situation, I would have just not got my permit. We did not get an inspection until June the 23rd, which is what, 5 3/4 months later, like almost 6 months later, we got our first inspection. So the house, this is what the property looked like in January. And we have, if you look at this, there's wetlands down. There's wetlands down on the property. We are at the bottom of Green Mountain. There's a creek here. These are freshwater wetlands. That's how much water sinks down through a construction site onto the shore. We are taking the whole watershed of Green Mountain down on our property, and I didn't realize. And I didn't realize the impact of getting a permit in the middle of winter, that we would do nothing. We didn't annoy our neighbors for 6 months. It was as if we didn't get a permit until June the 23rd, when we finally were able to and because of these wetlands, the picture you're seeing is around here. We were not able to pump that water out into the wetlands until we came up with a filtration system. We needed to get, you know how to put mud in wetlands, right? We had to put a rock system together, and we had to get heavy equipment in to put rocks in together so we could pump the site. We couldn't get the heavy equipment in. And I want to show you the kind of mud that's in property when the rain, even when the rain clears up, even when we were able to get the water out, this is the kind of mud. Oh, and this is a hailstorm video, but I'm sorry, it didn't clean out very well. But we even had hail during this time. So what I want to say is, this was beyond our control. This is situations beyond our control. We did not we did not annoy our neighbors for 6 months. It was as if I were now a smarter construction owner, I would have said to Doug, don't give me my permit, and I'll come back on July the 4th and get it in 6 months' time. And so I'm essentially asking the town to pretend my permit was issued after all the rain stopped. This was a California disaster, a declared California disasters. I put all the disasters in the disaster declarations in the back of my letter. And the federal government even came in and gave federal disaster declarations for both 2023 and 2024, by the way. Our site shut down again in 2024. But I want to say that the reason we have declarations of disasters is to give relief to constituents. People in California are supposed to get relief when there's a disaster declared, especially the people who are directly affected by the disaster. And we had this rainfall coming down on our site. Oh, there's a photo with ducks in this as well. I couldn't find it. But you know, we created a duck pond, and then we couldn't do anything, and we didn't annoy our neighbours that whole 6 months. So I would like the council to consider my request that this is for a similar situation for when I can't remember now. I read that permit inspections couldn't be made during the period, and so the town council said, look, for that 23 days that you couldn't get your inspection, we're going to waive the fee. And I want to say that because of a California declared disaster, I was not able to progress my construction, didn't annoy my neighbours. It was as if it didn't happen. It was as if my permit was issued 6 months later. And I'd like you to please waive my fees because of that.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, let me get a clarification about what you're asking for. Are you asking that if a fee is now imposed, that it has a hiatus for 23 days before it starts clocking on?
No, I said I could work for 23 days. I might have written that wrongly. There were 23 days that we were actually able to work during
So
6 months.
Can you clarify exactly what you're asking for?
Well, and so I'm saying there were 23 months in 2023 and 32 days in 2024 when I couldn't work. So that was more than a total of 6 months that we were affected by California declared disasters. So I'm actually saying that the town council would be justified in saying that I don't have to pay the full 6 month fee. And I just want to point out, I did pay the 3 times fee and the one-time fee already. Like I paid the initial permit fee of $17,000 plus a $18,000 donation to the Reed School District, plus the $54,000 at the 3-time penalty and $17,000. So I've already paid $100,000 in permit fees, and there were building check fees, and there's more. There were more fees as well. So I'm not saying I'm never paying any fees. I am saying I've paid $100,000 already. And because of this disaster, and the way we were uniquely impacted, like I don't think many people were impacted with wetlands like this. And so I would ask that we use the same approach that the council has used for other cases where the delay was beyond the applicant's control.
Okay, so you're asking to waive the fee?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
I still don't get it. So you were delayed because of the weather for 6 months before you could even start. And at the beginning of that 6 months, you had pulled your permit.
Yes, I got the.
And then after that 6 months, you could do the work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And then I have to say, so then we were just tying concrete, and they would not come during the heavy storms in 2024, which were also a declared disaster. And I listed the days that we were unable to work because of the huge storms in California.
So I'm still trying to clarify. You're asking us to waive all penalties now from now till when you finish?
No, for this 6 month extension.
Okay.
And well, and then hopefully we can finish. Doug scrutinized my schedule. Hopefully we can finish in this time, but I might be back in 6 months.
Okay, so I'm clear now. You're asking that this 6 month period, the penalty isn't a hiatus, and if you're not finished, we'll see you again.
Yeah, I want to see you again, but maybe hopefully not asking for a penalty, another extension. But I do want to say it would be as if you were giving me this 6 months in lieu of that 6 months when I couldn't do anything.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, any more questions?
Yes, I have
Okay.
a question. When I was looking through the construction plan that's listed on the agenda, there are several end dates that go into August, September, and October of this year. That is, my math might be wrong, but that's farther than 6 months out.
July 4th would be the day that I can, that we need to get a certificate of occupancy. And
But
some of
but
them-
even July 4th is more than 6 months.
No, from the permit, that would be the day the permit expires, because this permit expires, it was January the 4th, and it will be July the 4th when it expires next. This, I'm here a couple of weeks early.
Yeah.
but it-
She's ahead of the schedule, so that it expires on January 3rd, or January 3rd is the last day, so then.
So that's part of the clarification is the work that goes on until August, September, and October is not covered by the permit.
What there, a lot of that is, it said owner move in and, what do they call it when they do the little things?
Punch
Well,
list?
yeah,
It's punch list.
it looked like there was
I mean-
there was finished work. There was also work that was going to be done on the house proper. So the reason I bring that up is just in concern. Are you signing up for too tight of a timeline? And should the ask be 8 months or 9 months or maybe longer or something like that, just to make sure that you're not
Right, yeah, I would,
under a tremendous amount of pressure to get this done in 6 months in the event that we have another storm in January and February of this year?
I would love a 9-month extension if you would. And it was this, I'm only talking about the 6 months now, but we
Okay.
were affected by more than 6 months.
Okay,
Yeah,
so, our town attorney wants to say something?
Yeah, just to clarify, our municipal code only allows 6-month increments to be awarded by the council at one instance. So she would have to come back at the end of the 6 months and apply again.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so
I
thank
wanted to
you.
clarify something as well. The items I believe on your schedule that extended beyond the 6-month extension were primarily exterior, like a pool and landscaping, and could be deleted from this permit if necessary in order to complete the work under this permit. And a permit could be obtained at a later date if they chose that option, or to come back before the council for another extension.
Great. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so I can start. I would actually move that we grant the permit extension and waive the fees. I do think this is a very compelling case for why the delay happened, and I hope that, yeah, anyway, that's my motion.
And to clarify, so if it's not
Is there a
completed by 6 months, she will come back.
Yeah, but that won't be part of the motion. That's just part of the code, the building code. Is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have a vote.
Councilmember Fred,
Unless there's discussion.
Say again?
Unless there's discussion, does anyone have any?
Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Councilmember Fredericks,
Yes.
Councilmember Nick Farr,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent, Vice Mayor Wellner,
Yes.
and Mayor Thier.
Yes.
Very much. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I wanted to say, I was so proud of Tiburon for banning tobacco. I know it's,
Oh,
again,
good.
yeah, I felt
Good.
Thank you
Good.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now we are moving on to A2, which is election of mayor. Is there any public comment?
Seeing none.
Okay, so now is the time we can entertain nominations.
Can I make a nomination? I'd like to nominate Vice Mayor Wellner for mayor.
I
Second,
second.
second that.
We both second that nomination. Okay, are there any comments?
Well, I never know the order that we do these things, but I think at some point tonight, we should spend a little time talking about the departing mayor and her term. And so I For the life of me, I can't remember if we do that now.
I think we do. I think
Yes, okay.
I might have skipped that part.
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
let's do that.
So we say goodbye before we have a new mayor?
Because she's departed.
Okay. It just
Um,
sounds preemptive.
Like, yeah, right.
So I think I share a few.
So,
things.
yeah, so why don't you go ahead and then we'll say our things too.
Okay, I just want to say thank you very much to my colleagues and to town staff. Being mayor this year was a great, fun opportunity, and we moved the town forward in many areas. You know, we started the year with the fires, and that was top of mind. We had a big fire forum with Belvedere that helped educate our residents and bring them much needed go bags came out of that. We also worked very hard on our climate goals. We adopted our green building reach codes. We also received many awards for our climate work. Um, and we gave our community a voice in the Caltrans project, which was very important. Um, Probably the highlight, I think, of my year is when we all banned the sale of tobacco and tobacco-related products. Um, I believe that was it was a huge priority for me, and also something that will help future generations in terms of public health. I'm not going to list everything we did, but I just want to say a very quick thank you to all of you, to my colleagues for supporting me for mayor, and also to our staff for putting up with me as mayor, and to our reporter who is always here. Thank you too for covering all that the town does, because it's really important for our residents to know what's happening. And I think those are my comments. I don't want to go on too long, but thank you.
Okay.
Oh, yes. John, go ahead.
So I would like to congratulate you on the year. There are a couple of things that happened this year that I really want to highlight as being special for Tiburon, in addition to those that the mayor highlighted. I think this was a really important year for our parks. The master plan that was approved, is a major milestone, and we're all looking forward to that continuing to be implemented. So, congratulations on having that on your watch. And as well, I think another very important thing that is going to emerge shortly is the traffic study, and really getting something done about traffic on Tiburon Boulevard, and that was a really important accomplishment this year. So congratulations on that as well. And thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I just have a very short comment, because one of the things that has happened in this past year is the beginning of the initiation of some of the work on our climate action plan and getting it funded. And so I would like to thank you because you made it easy being green.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
I would also like to say thank you, and I think draw some attention to a couple of things that may have gone unnoticed, but I really appreciated your example of leadership and how you work well with town staff and Tiburon Police Department. I think the town has become safer. I appreciate the way that you've empowered Chief Jean and the Tiburon Police Department to take action on keeping us safer in town. Also, to echo Vice Mayor Wellner's comments around parks, I think we made some big strides this year to work towards improving parks, improving facilities, and making the town a more fun and recreational town where people can enjoy the incredible amenities and despite the last few days, the incredible weather that we have here in Tiburon. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so now we have a motion that I think we're going to vote on.
Councilmember Fredericks,
Yes.
Councilmember Nickfar,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent, Vice Mayor Wellner,
Yes.
and Mayor Thier.
Yes. Okay, so now
Yay.
you come over here. It's your turn.
Switch seats and switch signs, I guess.
Oh, I was gonna keep your son. I wanted to be John for a day. Thank you.
Very well, thank you all. I'm honored and I'm humbled to undertake this for the coming year. So thank you for expressing your trust in me to do so. I have extremely brief remarks. I would like to simply say that as in thinking about the coming year, there's a lot of exciting projects for us to do together. I think there are really three priorities that I would identify as the things I really want to work on, and they reflect what we were just saying about the past year. I think this is the year to really develop a solution for our traffic problems. We have such a wonderful and beautiful community, and it's been marred a bit in recent years because of our difficulty just getting up and down Tiburon Boulevard. And I think we're going to get the results of a really thoughtful study soon, and we will implement solutions. So I'm very excited for that. The second priority is parks. This master plan is amazing, and it shows a really important, not always easy, consensus effort to improve our beautiful parks. And I'm looking forward to reaching consensus on improvements and really installing some amazing facilities in our parks that we can all enjoy. And the last priority, it's last in line, but not in priority, and that is I'm looking forward to continuing Tiburon's leadership in sustainability and climate action. People forget, but we're, I believe, the first community to ever adopt a sustainability element in our general plan in California. We have a really ambitious climate action plan that we are implementing, and I look forward to more opportunities to see that happen. So we never know all the issues that are going to come our way, but those are three items that I think we can measure our success on over the coming year. So thank you all.
Congratulations.
And thank you very much.
And we left out broadband.
We've,
Broadband.
broadband is a priority, but not one of those three. All right, so I think we have one more agenda item, which is the election of the vice mayor. Do I have a nomination?
I would like to nominate Isaac Nickfar.
I will second that. And then I think public comment.
Terrific. Public comment. Is there any public comment in or out of the room?
Seeing none.
All right. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I would like to say that I think Isaac is fantastic. And I'm very excited that he's going to step up into leadership. And it's a pleasure having you on the council and working with you, Isaac.
Hear, hear. All right. Can we have a vote on the nomination, please?
Councilmember Fredericks.
Yes.
Councilmember Nickfar.
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan is absent, Councilmember Thier,
Yes.
and Mayor Wellner.
Yes. Congratulations, Isaac.
Thank you. I'll keep my comments brief as well. I think, I have the luck and the pleasure of working with, I think 4 people who have been mayor several times over in some cases. So I think learning from that example is unique, and not a lot of people get that. So thank you all, and I look forward to learning from you over the course of the next year, and hopefully taking on an additional role after that. So thank you.
Fantastic. Congratulations. I think that's our last item.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think that's our last item. So the meeting, do we have reports?
I would just like to mention one thing, Mr.
Please.
Mayor. As you all know, over the past few months, we've enjoyed having Neil Toft, our interim community development director. But as you also know, through communication with me, the town has hired a new community development director, Sherry Meads, who will be starting on Monday. So I'll look forward to getting to know Sherry over in the coming weeks. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Neil, who's not necessarily going away on Monday. There's going to be some overlap, and Neil is going to continue to work with us, helping Sherry get on board and perhaps on some specific projects moving forward. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank Neil for stepping in not such an easy time and doing a great job. So thank you, Neil.
Yes, thanks from all of us.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you all. I'll keep my comments brief. No, it's been very enjoyable, and as Greg said, I do intend to stay on for a little bit of transition, and we'll just kind of see projects as they come up and go. And certainly, it's been great working here with this team, and I think Sherry's going to be a great addition to the team, and I think she'll be a great fit. So, looking forward to getting her up to speed and working with her on future Tiburon projects.
Great, thank you. All right, and with that, I think we are adjourned.
Until next year, and happy holidays coming up.